The Jazz look to take charge at Energy Solutions Arena here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And we're going to bring it to you live. The Raptors swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And I think for Toronto, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this. They may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Mr. Clutch out there at DeRozan. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Scola, and it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. Here's Mr. Clutch. Burks pulls it in.
Boy, for Alec Burks, he really started to put it all together in his third season. He doubled his scoring average, shooting percentage was up, and last season a strong start, but a shoulder injury cut short what I thought was going to be his best season yet.
Pass to Valanciunas. Raptors moving the ball around. Took him no time at all on that one. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to take possession here.
You know, that's hard to explain that there. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Favors with the screen. Here's Burke. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Hayward grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Favors passes to Hayward. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to Gobert. He feeds it to Burks. Down low. Here's Favors. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Favors has got his first basket of the night.
I like this composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
DeRozan's shot is good.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen for Favors. Here's Burke. Easy layup after coming off the pit.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. He looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
So here's Burks, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Double by Scola. Clock at 4. Here's Burke. The shot no good. Excellent D there for Scola. We were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins.
The Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. In the corner, it's Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Hayward's got his second basket.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
And the dunk by Scola.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Stolen. Now the Raptors moving it up. drops in the breakaway layup.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closer. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Favors. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Burks. The wing jumper off target.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The dish to Hayward. From past the arc. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I mean, I just want to get better.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far do you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
So we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. We've got DeRozan. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Scola. And it's Mr. Clutch. It's Kill in at the small forward.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
So it's Utah now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Booker.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Valanciunas. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Exum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, what a second half of the season it was for the Jazz. After the All-Star break, they went on a rampage.
And the catalyst for that was the defense. I mean, very few opponents got to triple digits against the Jazz after the All-Star break.
Passes it to White. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Luis Scola.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
And, you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the 3rd best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Hood kicks to Exum. To the left side wing. Here's Hood. Moves back up. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school G right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
No good on the second free throw. Here's DeRozan. Carroll kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Mr. Clutch. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Offensive rebound. Carroll, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball. Carroll's got 5 points in the quarter. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big foul.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
That's good. 6 points for Derek Favors.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Here's Burke. He's got 6. Hayward outside, beyond the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And now a 5-point Jazz lead.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
There's the pass to Valanciunas. The feed to Carroll. From the arc, he scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Favors against Goldberg. And Favors kicks to Burks. Favors with a screen on DeRozan. Goes up on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Burks has got his first points of the night.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Scooped up. Valanciunas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so it's Utah here with the ball. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
The 3. Shot misses. Tie game in Utah.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. 3rd quarter starting here now. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Allen Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half with Quinn Snyder. For Utah, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Well, the Raptors show they can be a force in offense once again. That was very clearly a strength of the team last year, Greg.
Yeah, and Toronto has a lot of guys that can hurt you in a variety of ways. They can score in the half court, but are really explosive enough to get out and run if teams want to push the tempo.
Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
You know, guys, another factor that made the Raptors so good on offense last year was their free throw shooting. I mean, they were second in the league and first in the East because they made over 78% of their foul shots.
Hayward goes in. Carroll with the rebound.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Up the floor. Finish off the break. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And there is a measurement in the NBA called true shooting percentage. It takes into account the values of 2s, 3s, and how you get to the line. That free throw percentage of the Raptors had them as the 6th best offense in terms of true shooting last season.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Dante Exum in for Burke. Now here's Booker. Taking a look at his scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 12 points for him. Here's DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
He's trying to get it going, but the shot simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Feeds to Exum. It's stolen by DeRozan. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Kidd. Here's Mr. Clutch. Lets it go from deep. No good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they got enough room to pull the trigger.
You know that about the defense. You can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
DeRozan on the wing. And stolen by Booker. Exum kicks to Burks. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Burks has got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the paint. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
That one goes. Count it. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's the pick. Exum dishes to Burks. And it's off from 3-point range. Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs if they were in the East.
There's the bucket. Good. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
You know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 9. Here's Exum. Booker in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got 3 assists in the game. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And Exum comes to help off the pick. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Raptors with the lead on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Scola out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeMar Carroll. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the one spot. Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Burke's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Utah. Here's Mr. Clutch.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
As you said, the Raptors with the new logo this year, Greg. Good-looking change, too, I think, Clark.
Yeah, I think it's subtle enough to not lose the continuity, but still feel fresh and new. I like that. That's a nice job of balancing the old with freshening up for the new. A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening. One-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop Greg, all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
And the Jazz call time here. Thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished, struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot. And but sometimes he would create for others too. Yeah. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the two. The question is, can he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can just back out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skill.
Good, can't get it to go.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
The shot by Lowry, no good.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah finished break. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Burke. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Carroll passes to Mr. Clutch. Toronto working the ball around him. And the dunk by Scola.
Driving high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Utah calls timeout.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Alec Burks checked in for Utah. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. Burks kicks to Gobert. Lee pass was put in just the right spot.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw line than you have him.
Valanciunas finishing it up.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
.152 left in the fourth. Hill against Hayward. Favors with the screen. Hayward dishes to Burke. Hill with the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure.
Mr. Clutch, and foul call as he misses the middle line and shoot two. It's going to be a Rudy Gobert.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Mr. Clutch. 22 points and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Yeah, you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
Hayward outside. Dishes it to Burke. He kicks to Gobert. Favors passes to Burks. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gobert.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question, I mean, both of these teams are finding full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Jazz have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Hayward kicks to Favors. Another shot. Hayward can hit. And it's the Raptors' ball. Carroll passes to Mr. Clutch. And he banks in the layup. And now a 7-point Toronto lead.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Carroll for 3. And he gets it to go. And the Raptors lead by 10.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 10. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Booker gets it to go from 18 feet away. Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. And the dunk by Scola.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays in basket. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with it.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.